Is the music still playing? Oh, okay. All right, welcome back to another hopefully edutaining episode of Create Simple Meals. Um, Hopefully those of you that did get in here in time saw the opening monologue or intro. I felt like I needed to say something about the events that are going on. With enough said about that, because I'm not going to make this a political platform, but I do understand that the world is hurting, and we here at Create Simple Meals want you to understand that we hear your voices, we see your pain, and we're in it with you as well. All right, with that said, today we'll do two things. Do a ginger garlic salmon, and then we'll also do one of my favorite salads from a place called, it's a curry couscous. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, this meal is going to be awesome for the fact I went to about 4 different stores trying Israeli couscous. So we're not Israeli couscous today. We're going to use results. Same results. As a matter of fact, on the farm's recipe, they actually tell you can get one Israeli couscous. Now, let's start first with salmon. Do me a favor. Give me a small. It's a 2-pound, actually salmon, and we're going to mix up a seasoning blend of brown sugar, garlic, sesame oil, ginger root. We're going to top on top of this salmon. We're going to bake it off and then the air fryer about, say, 15, 20 C. All right. Rinse the salmon off. All right. And dry it up. Okay, now, before we do anything, we are going to cut the bones. I'm going to get them. Put this old card in. There's only about one in there this time. And we got 4 people. Now, for those of you who come in, this here, that little point is usually the most serious. But it's all on you to watch the will burn real fast. All right, we go. Blend. And some ginger and garlic. Now, for sesame oil, you can substitute if you don't like the taste of sesame oil. Absolutely love it. But you can use any other neutral flavor oil. It will change the profile of this dish somewhat. I actually just love sesame oil, but I know for some people it's an overpowering flavor. So if you don't want to use sesame oil, then by all means use olive oil or whatever other neutral oil you like. Put a little ginger on here. And let me grab some garlic. We done, as you know, we've been off a few weeks now. I'm hoping the video quality has improved instantly. I don't know what else to do. All right, in there. Again, if you just now into a ginger salmon and a curry couscous salad, put a little bit of fresh black pepper. And let's make up a quick season blend. So we're gonna add in a cumin. Now, I like cumin, so I'm gonna go a little bit more. That's just me. But a teaspoon is what the recipe calls for. We're gonna put in tablespoons of brown sugar. Some. I said some. And a little salt. a teaspoon of salt. All right, we're gonna mix this all together. And for the most part, it's it for this blend. And sprinkle like this. I feel so neat. It really is a reason why I hold hand up, but after that dude Salt Bae started doing it, I completely weird. Oh. You want to get this coated all the way around. What's hopefully gonna happen is with this garlic and this brown sugar and the oil, it's gonna kind of candy a little bit. Adding a couple of these lemon wedges. All right. And for that, we're done. Grab me some of these racks out and let's start on. All right. Let's see, can I get that without that's one to go on pretty well. Easy. We'll put two on the rack. And put two on this one. That's good. Oh, the thin piece. Huh? I shot the thin piece to my wife. All right. Put this on for 400 for about 10 minutes, and then we're gonna. I'm gonna do 9 minutes. Let that go from there. Meanwhile, make me a drink, and we're gonna start on to the next part of the show. I'm kind of excited about this. A friend of mine, they bought me this gift for my birthday. My birthday was in I turned 45. Congratulations. And they bought me this where they send you this month they sent me a tequila, and it's these ice cubes. So these ice cubes are actually infused with herbs. Now y'all know me, I ain't gonna keep on buying this stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fit ice cubes myself. Like, you know what? Let's see how this tastes. Still wait 15 minutes anyway for the and then as I clean up a little bit, look at that, we're gonna start the salad. Now, for the salad, I've already roasted off the vegetables. So it's basically you boil off some couscous orzo based on the instructions of the package. So nothing fancy there. Then to that, you're gonna toss your cauliflower with some turmeric, a bit of curry. You see what it kind of looks like when it's done. Curry. Let me type this up here. One thing about curry and turmeric, be very careful when using it. It will stain. Anyway, turmeric, curry, some brown sugar, salt, cayenne pepper, and that's basically it. So you toss that in some oil, the cauliflower and carrots in that spice blend, and you're going to roast that off for about 10 minutes until the cauliflower and the carrots start to kind of brown on the edges. You want them crunchy but still tender in the center. So you're going to roast them off for about 10 minutes, let them cool down. There you go. Then you also going to boil off some absorbo rice. That means my ice to put in here. And somebody buried my thing. That's actually pretty good. Some absorbo rice or the Israeli couscous, which is basically little pieces of it's like pearl-side pasta for those not used to it. And then to that, we're going to take a bit of chopped cilantro. We're going to mix this up real quick while we wait. So let me grab a lime. And we're going to put in some chopped cilantro. We got a mayonnaise in there. We're just going to mix this up. That we're going to take out of our way. We're gonna take the roasted flour and we're gonna mix this into already prepared pot. Grab me a glove, make this myself. So far, no issues. Good. Way. Can they see that? Okay. Now, it might be a very weird combination for some, but I'm telling you, ever get to Mendocino Park, the one I know off my head is downtown, I think off 7th Street, and absolutely amazing set to have. Good thing I wax down because that's going to stain. We get all this mixed up. Then we're going to add in the one I love on because it starts to get too tedious. I'm going to use my hands to mix it up just like your mama used to do when she was making her potato. Out of the way. Think about using a glass bowl. You can actually swear it in there. All right, there we go. This is one of them dishes that probably not show well on camera, but I so wish y'all could try this. It is really an amazing salad, and it's different from those that grew up like me, Southern roots. It's something different from what you used to having. But just like ain't gonna make a potato salad, kind of salads out there. This is great for a salad. Now, believe it or not, this is a very filling salad. It's not low calorie by any stretch of the nation. How long we got left on that? 3 minutes. I want to get this good and mixed up so I know white left in there. Taste. All right, I'm gonna put that in the refrigerator while we wait for the rest of our meal to finish. So now back to my drink. I want to see how the thing really tastes. Melted for a while. That ice is actually pretty tasty. I don't know what they put in it. Obviously, they ain't gonna tell you, but that's all right. Give me a few shows, and we'll be doing herbed ice right here on Create Simple Meals. As always, don't forget that this show is brought to you by the Self-Employed Tax Guy. Tax season is still upon us. We got until, I think, July 15th is the extension. So please hit up this brother Tyrone Gregory for all your tax and accounting needs. This man is an enrolled agent, so it's not somebody that just done popped up, went to H&R Block, and all of a sudden they got their own tax company. He's been doing my taxes for years. And also Seth Lodge Planning for all your group travel needs. Please hit up Seth Lodge Planning. I know right now traveling is probably the last thing on our minds, but as they say, this too will pass. So when it does, please remember Seth Lodge Planning for all your group, fraternal, church, family reunions, class reunions, and even your individual travel needs. Please hit up Seth Lodge Planning. Let me see. Yep, that's going to go just a tad longer. Put that on for about 4 minutes. This is one of them times where I really wish I had a studio audience because some things it just doesn't lend itself to talking about. We waiting for fish to cook and we've already made the salad. So unless y'all got something to ask me, we're gonna be sitting there looking at each other. Well, I guess y'all gonna be sitting there looking at me and I'm gonna be sitting there looking at that camera and washing these dishes. And I might light me a cigar since I gotta wait anyway. Huh? Okay. Now, for those of you that just may be tuning in, what we've done today is we're doing a ginger and garlic salmon, which is, we took a 2-pound salmon, actually about 3-pound salmon, some sesame oil, about a clove of minced garlic, some grated ginger root, brown sugar, black pepper, and some cumin Mix it all together. We put that on top of our salmon, and we're going to bake it off for about 400 degrees, about 7 to 10 minutes. We're using the air fryer. It's going to go a little bit longer because, especially with fish, those times are relative depending on how thick it is. We've also made, it's inspired by Mendocino Farms, a curry couscous salad. So it's basically Israeli couscous or absorbio rice or orzo, some cauliflower, and carrots. So to the cauliflower, you're going to make it up into little florets, dice you up some carrots, and you're going to toss that with curry powder, turmeric, cumin, cayenne pepper, brown sugar, and some oil, and you're going to roast that off in the oven for about 10 minutes until the carrots and the cauliflower start to get brown and curl. You want them crunchy but still tender and inside. Once that cools off, you're going to mix it together with the orzo, and you're going to take some mayonnaise, about a cup of mayonnaise, some cilantro, and some lime juice. Mix it all together, and then you have a very hearty salad, believe it or not, but a very easy salad. And we're going to eat that with our ginger garlic salmon today. Now, full disclosure, the ginger garlic salmon is partially something I put together myself, but I was watching, I don't know if you ever watched one of those infomercials, and it's this infomercial about this knife. I forget the name of the knife company, but I saw it, and they wasn't showcasing the food, they were showcasing the knife. But the man mentioned he did ginger and he did salmon and garlic, and I'm like, well, that sounds like it's gonna be pretty good. So that's how we came up with this ginger salmon garlic, watching infomercials. As I've told you on past shows, oftentimes, because this is a Create Simple Meals and sticking with that theme, oftentimes, I promise you, I'll walk to the grocery store in the frozen food section and look at what's on those boxes and come up with a meal. Orange chicken, I'll go and I'll find an orange chicken base or make up one and make me an orange chicken. I don't do a lot of frozen foods, but I spend a lot of time in the frozen food aisle because it gives you ideas. I know oftentimes, especially single parents out there coming home from a hard day's work, you're trying to figure out what can I cook. It's always hard. McDonald's. Trust me, walk to that grocery, find you some foods that you like and recreate them. Or in about 2 months, just go to createsimplemeals.com, shameless plug, simple recipes for you right there. And always on Facebook and on YouTube, we have we'll probably every single week now. Now, if you don't have an air fryer, cooking in the oven, it's basically the same thing. Air fryer is heat, same as an oven. So it's not like it's some proprietary thing. It's just small. So if you do not have an air fryer, don't fret. You can use a regular oven, virtually the same temperature. It'll be doing about 400 degrees. Let me check this out. See where we're at. Now, almost every recipe you find is going to take your salmon, you cook it until it flakes. Excuse me for turning my back here. That is partially true. But you also want to cook it until it's about 130 degrees. And we're at 130 degrees yet. Now, unfortunately for people that make air fryer, this is a live demonstration on how my infomercial is supposed to be done in 7 minutes. We're now at what, 12? Plus I did 3 more. That's 15. And now we're going to go on for another 5 to 6. Now, Philly cheesesteak sloppy Joe show I did. And I was following someone else's recipe. And on that recipe, it said, you know, the 45-minute recipe from start to finish. I pre-prepped probably 30% of everything on that show. And we still our names just pop. So when watching or reading something, don't get in your head, especially if cooking is not your forte or something you love to do. Don't read a recipe and tell you 30 minutes and you're going to come and do it 30. I say, out of caution, and at least 50% more time with whatever recipe they're telling you. Because when they say minutes, you're talking about a guy that was a color school that can dice blindfolded. They ain't so add at least 50 times to the that right here. And again, for those of you, remember, as always, this is produced by the Self-Employed Tax Company and Self-Lodge Planning. So for all your group travel, please travel and all tax and accounting needs, please speak with the Self-Employed guy. He has a great format. He does business consulting in addition to taxes. So if you're an entrepreneur, business owner, entrepreneur, trying to figure out if you need to set up an LC or S corp, this is definitely a person you want to speak with, and he will break down all the myths, give you the facts, and guide you from there. Just to recap what we're doing today, we're doing a ginger garlic salmon and a curry couscous salad. So with the ginger garlic salmon, it was 2-pound salmon fillet with some sesame oil, garlic, ginger root, brown sugar, black pepper, and cumin. So we mixed up the dry ingredients, rubbed them into a paste onto the salmon, and we're going to cook it off until it's done. I'm not going to sit there and say we're going to do it for 10 minutes no more, because that's a lie. And then for the Mendocino Farms inspired couscous salad, is basically couscous or orzo, cauliflower, and carrots. You're going to toss that in some turmeric, curry powder, cumin, some salt, cayenne pepper, brown sugar, and a little bit of oil. Toss the vegetables in that and roast it off for about 10 minutes. Let that cool down. You're going to mix that in with your orzo or your couscous. And to that, you're going to take about a cup of mayonnaise, some cilantro, and some lime juice, mix it all together, and make you a very hearty and refreshing salad. And I'm enjoying a, what is this? El Telquino tequila with some herb-infused ice. So I told you it was my birthday, so I did a couple of things for my birthday, one of which was I bought me a new toy, which is an outside ice maker. So, well, it's not an outside ice maker. To be accurate, it's a portable ice maker. So this ice maker makes ice in 9 minutes. It makes 26 pounds of ice in 24 hours, which is the equivalent of a little over a pound of ice per hour. I advise you, if you entertain the way I entertain, you want one of these things. I would show you a picture, but I don't feel like moving all these cameras, but that's the little ice cube that you see in there. This garlic quick. You gotta get the audience back since all them weeks are dead. We're gonna go in and play some taunt. Find me a lapel mic, because this is getting on my nerves. Oh, I'm sitting here texting out the salmon. Oh, that top one is ready. We just finished off these bottoms. All right. 1 second, grab me a glove. I'll show you the finished product. Grab me ice cream food. All righty. There's our well-cooked salmon. And to that, let's put in some of and there you have relatively pretty quick and definitely a steal. Some ginger garlic salmon along with some Mill Farms inspired Israeli couscous salad. So again, we took some salmon, oil, sugar, black pepper, and cumin. We put that on top of the salmon, pieces of lemon just for aesthetic effects. And then for the couscous salad, we boiled off the couscous. We took some broccoli florets and some carrots. We tossed those with turmeric, cumin, salt, cayenne pepper, brown sugar, and oil. Roast those for about 10 minutes at 400 degrees. Add one sauce with couscous. Add to that a cup of mayonnaise, some cilantro, and about a lime juice. Mix it together, and there you have it. A very simple, probably not the lightest, but definitely a fulfilling Create Simple Meals. Until next week, remember, when it comes to cooking, there's absolutely positively 3 rules that I have. You must have a passion, must have patience, and you must be willing to practice. See you again next week right here on Create Simple.